Hi, welcome to Open Door Yoga. My name is Michelle, and today we're going to go through a standing yoga practice using a chair as an assistive prop. The only prop you're going to need today is that chair. And when selecting one, as always, make sure that you choose a chair that has 4 legs that can ground down evenly into the ground or into your yoga mat. I just want to make sure you guys feel safe and stable as we transition between different postures. So take a minute, get set up, and let's get started. We're going to get started facing the seat of the chair. So take a moment to position your chair accordingly. If you're on a yoga mat, you may want to scooch it towards the front edge, just so you have a little bit of space to move. And as you get your chair set up, your body in a standing position, we're going to find our way into a Tadasana or mountain pose. So I invite you to bring your toe mounds to touch and then split your heels about 1 inch or 2. Or if you're looking for a little bit more stability this morning, maybe keep a similar foot position, but just scoot those feet out slightly so that they're more centered under your hip points. It'll give you a slightly wider base to help you as we start to warm up our balance a little bit. Feel your weight centered between the big toe edge, pinky toe edge of your feet, center of your heels. And let's begin to find a tall spine. So lift the crown of your head or reach the top of your head up towards the sky. Shoulders begin to slide down away from your ears. And as they do, your fingertips will begin to reach down, sink down towards the earth. Feel a little bit of sensation through your side bodies, maybe even into the sides of your neck. If it feels good, you could even shake your head no from side to side, just to get a little extra stretch here to help you settle in. Bring mindful awareness to your breath. Notice your inhales reaching all the way down into your low ribs. Exhaling your breath completely. No need to change the pace or even the fullness, the intensity of your breath. Just notice. On your next inhale, we're going to sweep our arms up and overhead into Urdhva Hastasana, extended mountain. Fingertips reach up towards the sky. Shoulders still sink down away from your ears. One more full breath in. Exhale, soften your knees and fold forward, bringing your hands down onto your chair. This doesn't have to be a very big fold. Very slight inversion, releasing any sensation or just releasing through our low back. Let go of any tension in your neck. Inhale, rise to half lift. So weight stays over your arches, crown of your head reaches forward, pressing our thighs back, sliding our shoulder blades down our back body towards our hips. One more breath in. Exhale, soften your knees and fold. Inhale, rise back to half lift. And then as you're ready, slowly step your feet back into Palakasana or plank pose. Take a moment to hold your weight or notice your weight held in your core. So if you feel like you're really dumping into your shoulders, press energy back through the soles of your feet and then pull your belly button in away from your shirt. That's going to engage some of those deeper postural muscles. Building a little bit of heat. On your next inhale, send your heart space forward and up, gaze lifts, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Send those sitting bones back, slight lift as well. Generous knee bend so that you can keep a tall spine. Ears between your upper arm bones. Come back to your nice, full, rich inhales and exhales. Inhale, step it forward. Rise to half lift. And exhale, soften and fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. We'll pause here. Really slide those shoulder blades down and back. Shoulders having a little bit of space away from the ears. Crown of your head reaching forward. Slight lift in your sitting bones. Exhale, soften those knees, fold. Last time, inhale to a half lift spine. Exhale, bend into those knees. Find some strength in your core to support your low back and spine. And on your next breath in, press into the soles of your feet. Rise with that tall spine to extended mountain. Exhale, release to mountain pose. Take a moment to check in with the physical sensations of your body. Feel your weight stable and centered. We're going to flow through that Surya Namaskar A or Sun Salutation A type flow a couple times, moving at the pace of our breath. Now, everybody's breath pace is going to be a little bit different. So we'll pause back here in mountain pose to give everybody a time to catch up. Move with your breath. Inhale to extended mountain. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise back to half lift. Step it back to plank. Exhale here, holding your weight in your core. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath exchange here. Inhale, step it forward, rise to half lift. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale, back to your half lift. Exhale, bend into those knees, engage your abdominal muscles. And inhale, rise back up slowly to extended mountain. Exhale, mountain pose. As promised, we'll take a couple full breath exchanges here. Maybe take a moment to reconnect with your breath. Reconnect breath to movement as we inhale to extended mountain. Exhale, mountain or forward fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise back to half lift. Step your feet back to plank. Exhale here, holding your weight in your belly. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, full breath exchange. Inhale, step it forward, rise to half lift. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, bend into your knees. Find that strength in your belly. Inhale, rise with lightness to extended mountain. And exhale, release, mountain pose. Take a moment to notice physical sensations in your body again. Maybe you're noticing some heat or some energy building. Maybe you're noticing things more muscles starting to loosen up a little bit. Maybe not. And on your next breath in, arms go up and overhead, extended mountain. Exhale, soften those knees, forward fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. Shift your weight into your right foot. Take a moment to feel balanced. And on your next exhale, slowly step your left foot back just behind your hips, toes out 45 degrees. So we're coming into warrior one feet. Keep your hands grounded down into the chair as you stack your right knee over your right ankle. Press down through the pinky edge of your left foot. Hug your thighs towards each other and maybe pull slightly back to square those hips. So pull back slightly through that right hip crease to feel both of your hip points shining forwards. You can stay right here, or if it's available in your body, rise up to warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Feel strong through your lower body so you can lift up off of your waist with lightness. If arms are extended overhead, fingertips are reaching up towards the sky, but shoulders are still down away from your ears. Inhale, straighten through your right leg. And exhale, hinge at your hips and fold, bringing your hands back down to your chair if they're not already there. Reach the crown of your head forwards as you reach both of your sitting bones back towards the back wall. Tall spine. Don't lose that grounding sensation through that left leg, pinky edge of the left foot. Exhale, bend into that right knee. Shift your weight forward. Step your left foot to meet your right. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. Step it back to plank. Exhale here. Then let your inhale take you to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath exchange. Inhale, step it forward, rise to half lift. Pause here. As you feel balanced and stable, shift your weight into your left foot. And then with a slight bend in your left knee, step that right foot back to warrior one feet on this other side. Take a moment to get situated. Send energy forward through your left shin while also pulling your left heel back. That's going to engage your hamstring and your quadricep. And engaging opposing muscle groups is what's going to help keep stability and safety in your knee. Hug your thighs towards each other. If you feel like you're opening up to one side, pull that left thigh bone back just enough to square your hips. And then if it's available in your body, with strength in your lower body, lift up with lightness into warrior one. Check in with those hips. Feel like you're ripping your mat in two by grounding down through your left toe mound, pinky edge of your right foot. Inhale, straighten through your left leg. And exhale, hinge at your hips. Pyramid pose. Again, there's a tendency when we put our hips in external rotation to kind of bail out of the posture a little bit. So if you're opening your hips up to the right, just pull that left thigh bone back into the hip socket. It'll bring that sensation right back into your hamstring. You might even feel it down into your left calf as well. Shoulder blades flat on your back body. Release any tension in your neck. Exhale, bend into that left knee, shift your weight forward, step your right foot to meet your left, forward fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. And exhale, soften and fold. Take a moment here. Weight centered over both arches. Then inhale, rise to half lift. Send those thighs back, reach the crown of your head forward, shoulder blades flat on your back body. Exhale, bend into your knees, strong core, and inhale, rise to extended mountain. Exhale, release, mountain pose. From here, we're going to be using the back rest of our chair. So take a moment, we're going to turn our chair around and start by facing the back edge. You can bring your palms to rest on the top of the backrest. Find your weight balanced, and we're just going to warm up our balance a little bit here. As you inhale, begin to lift your heels. Feel that slight weight shift and how your body kind of compensates to keep your weight balanced and centered. On your next exhale, lower those heels down. We'll go through a few cycles here, moving at the pace of your breath. Inhales, rise. Exhales, lower. You don't have to rise very far, even if you're just lifting your heels slightly off of the ground. That's just fine. You can test your balance by lifting one or both hands, knowing that your chair is right there if you need to grab hold of it. If you don't feel comfortable with your chair, position yourself by a wall. And you can keep your hand solidly on the wall or put your hands on a wall in front of you. That might give you a little bit more balance assistance. You may feel a little bit of heat building in your calves, even up into your thighs, core muscles. Take one more here, and exhale, release. We're going to transition into triangle pose. So you can stay right where you're at and return to that feeling of having your weight centered or balanced. Feel it balanced between the big toe edge, pinky toe edge of your feet, center of your heels. Then shift your weight into your right foot. From here, you can lift your left heel and then rotate it to kind of kickstand it on the inside of your right ankle or right above your ankle. You can stay right here, reaching your knee towards the side wall, or you can lift the sole of your foot to either the inside lining of your shin or the inside lining of your thigh. As you play with lifting your foot higher, just make sure that you can keep opening up your knee towards the side wall. If you're finding that as you lift your foot higher, you're kind of crunching your knee in, just lower that foot down a little bit further. You can choose any position here, as long as your foot is not pressing on any part of your knee. We don't want to cause any stress or especially any injury to our knee today. Pull your navel and your low ribs in to find a little bit of length through your spine. Feel the crown of your head reaching upward. Hands can stay resting gently on your chair, or you could release one or both arms, testing your balance a little bit, maybe not. You could also bring your hands to heart center or even lift them up over your head. You've got options. 3 more breath exchanges. One more full inhale all the way down into those low ribs. Exhale to release your breath, end this posture. Take a breath exchange in the center. And slowly make your way to the opposite side. So shift your weight into your left foot. Feel stable, feel grounded. Then lift your right heel, kickstand it in, and make your way into any version of triangle pose that feels good for you. You could keep your toes down if the stability feels good, or maybe that's where your flexibility range is in that outer right hip. You could lift that foot up to the inside of your shin or inside of your thigh, bypassing your knee. And then find the hand position that feels most comfortable. Again, if you're finding that you can't really open up your knee, find a lower position for that foot. As you get settled, find that length, tall, upright spine. Maybe even feel a stretch through both of your side bodies. If you're noticing that your shoulders are starting to creep up towards your ears, let them slide down. You could find a drishti or a gazing point to help you keep your balance. One more full breath in. And exhale to release your breath and the posture. We're going to do one final yoga posture in seated. So you can turn your chair to face wherever you would like, and then come to take a seat. As you get situated, make sure that you're sitting towards the front edge of the chair, not so much that you feel like you're going to lose any stability or balance, but enough so that you can kind of keep this tall, upright spine on your own, away from the backrest, grounding down through both of your feet. Take a minute to breathe a full new breath in. Reach the crown of your head up towards the sky. And exhale, ground down through both sitting bones evenly. Release your hands down to your sides. Inhale, arms come up and overhead. Fingertips reach up towards the sky, shoulders down. And exhale, twist to the right. Left hand can come to right knee. Right hand can come wherever is comfortable. You could even grab the base of your chair or bring your hand behind you. Twisting from the core. Reaching our sternum or our breastbone towards the right side wall. Shoulders stacked over hips. Shoulders down away from the ears. Deep breaths. One more inhale. Exhale to release your breath completely. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, hands come down to the sides. Inhale, arms come up, extended overhead. And exhale, twist to the left. As you get settled, gaze can naturally follow in the direction of your sternum or breastbone. Or if it feels good, you could send your gaze past either shoulder. If that feels good in your neck, shoulders, and upper back. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, unwind. I invite you to take any last movement that feels good. If you want to take some shoulder rolls, some neck circles, or even an extra stretch or two. And then make your way to the Shavasana of your choice. You can take a restorative posture here, reclined in your chair, or you could make your way down onto the yoga mat. Thank you for sharing this practice with me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.